Well, hello, friends. We are live again for day 5 of 100 days straight of live streaming on a number of channels that I have or destinations. So we're live on Facebook. So hello, Facebook. We're live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. We're live on Twitch. So welcome tonight. If I didn't mention Periscope, Twitter, basically the same thing. We're not on Instagram tonight. And with regards to Periscope and Twitter, Periscope's going away. For those that didn't know, I believe it's in March. So I'm not really sure what we'll be doing with regard to that in the future when we stream. Of course, the 100 days will have already passed before March gets here, but I use StreamYard to be able to multicast, and they will be working out something. I'm not sure what. So we will look into that. So this is going to be a short one tonight. It's Sunday. It's 11:30 Central Standard Time here in Texas. And again, I think for the 5th time, I'm going live really late. Kids are in bed, so that helps. But one of the things that I really want to work on is getting to where I can basically cover my windows. I've got a really good window that lets in a lot of natural light during the day, but I prefer the lighting that you see right now. So I'm sure I will experiment with that. And I actually do have a light coming in that I'm going to be reviewing. So we'll see, what kind of capability that gives me. And I am going, and I'll bring you guys along for the ride. Those that are interested, I am going to be updating our office. I was about to say my office, but we are going to try to make it to where my wife can use it as well. So, so I'm going to let you guys kind of see as it transforms. This printer that you see over there, for example, I don't want that in frame in the future, but that's what that is. But like I said, I'm going to leave this short tonight, but I am going to open up with what I've opened up with for the first 4 nights, which is to basically encourage you to create a YouTube channel. If you don't have one, if you have one, set aside some time, get it on the schedule, just be consistent with it. Figure out, if you don't know, just go live, just hit record, figure out what your YouTube channel needs to look like for you. And it can change over time. So in my mind, it's more important that you just get started versus spending a lot of time thinking about what it needs to be. And then the other one is, if you don't have one, or if you've got one that's just not very well organized, email list, get an email list. And I'm recommending a free service / platform for email marketing called ConvertKit. So you can just go to strammel.info/ConvertKit. It's in the description on most of these destinations as well. But go get that. You can manage up to 1,000 subscribers with that. I've included in the description, again, a couple of links to some free tools, those tools being StreamYard and ConvertKit, and then a few other links that might interest you. One of them is for Audible, get a free trial. I think what I'm going to focus on tonight is streaming. We are streaming, as I mentioned, and StreamYard is the tool that I use. I do have some other elements in this. I'm not going to talk about those, but what I was going to mention, if you're looking to learn more about how to live stream, maybe you've never live streamed and you want to know more about that, help me out, put that in the comments in the chat. Let me know that that's something you're interested in, and we'll put something together. I can also work with you one-on-one. Send me a direct message. Be happy to talk to you about that more. But I think live streaming has certainly increased in use and in popularity because of the pandemic. Based, with COVID, a lot of people pivoting for one, a lot of people, having to figure out how to do speaking as opposed to being live, speaking virtually. Others obviously needing to work with their clients, with their coworkers, that type of thing. So of course Zoom has become heavily used, and other tools like that. StreamYard, again, the free version even has something very similar to Zoom for up to 10 people. So yourself and 9 other people, you can have video conference calls amongst 10 people for free, unlimited. So that's cool. But streaming is a hot topic right now, and I think it's only going to increase in popularity and in use. So my recommendation is that you experiment with, if nothing else, experiment with going live. So I'm going to give you some thoughts on that. A lot of people are concerned about, well, how do I experiment without people seeing what I'm doing? So one way, if you were to use StreamYard, for example, and you can connect the free version of StreamYard up to 2 destinations, and those destinations are among the major social media platforms, so YouTube, Facebook, for now, Periscope and Twitter. You could even do LinkedIn, although you have to get approval for that. Excuse me. So Facebook and YouTube are probably the big ones, but you could create a private group that people have to subscribe to be able to get into or even see. So you could, and then you could go live to that group and no one would ever see that. And you could then, review how that went, work on your delivery, work on your lighting, your video quality, all of those things. And, I would recommend that if you're going to do it on Facebook, just leave the ones that you've done out there so that you can review them again. I think a better option, honestly, though, is a YouTube channel where you can basically stream your videos to an unlisted post, if you will, an unlisted video, and so no one's going to be able to find it. And then what's nice about that is even with the free version of StreamYard free version doesn't allow you to download the stream after you're done. The paid version does, but if you're streaming that to YouTube and technically even Facebook for that matter, a little bit easier, I think, on YouTube, but you can download your video, edit it. If it turns out to be something you want to reuse, now you can use some type of video editing software, edit it if you want to, take small chunks out of it, repurpose it on Instagram stories, reels, Facebook stories, short videos on LinkedIn. The options are truly many. So that kind of becomes a question for you to decide how you might want to repurpose those. I will say, if you're looking for, if you wanted to do that and you don't already have the tools for video editing, one that's free is called DaVinci Resolve. It's spelled just like Da Vinci. DaVinci Resolve, I think it's version 7, is completely free. So you could download that, and very capable. I use Adobe Premiere Pro, so I've only heard great things about Resolve. Now, the free version has certain limitations, but I think for most people, you'll never, probably go beyond the limitations, or you'll never go beyond, in other words, the capability that you have in the free version and the things that you can only do with the paid version. I think, honestly, once you get to the point where you want to use those, then you're able to justify paying whatever DaVinci Resolve cost for a paid version. If you're, if you want to use something from like the Adobe line, you could, like I said, use Adobe Premiere Pro. So that's what I use. And you can get that as a subscription. So yeah, I'm actually going to pretty much wrap it up here with just saying, if you want to learn more about how to live stream, if you want to learn more about how to grow a YouTube channel, if you want to learn more about not only the I'll call it functional aspects of it, in other words, the kind of the business aspects, and how to grow your channel with regards to title, descriptions, tags, all those kinds of things. If you want to go on into the hardware part as well, then I can certainly help help you with that as well. When you go back and look at videos that I did a year ago, they were from the video camera, if you will, or the webcam that's built into my laptop, the microphone that's built into the laptop. And so, that right there is, I think, the right way to go. If that's what you have, that's what you use. And you'll be able to look back at those videos and just see how you've grown. So one of the bigger YouTube guys out there talks a lot about his first video where he was monotone, and it's just really funny video, actually. So I've mentioned it before, but I know now, 6 months into really trying to push my personal YouTube channel, I've become much more comfortable going live. Not perfect, have a lot to work on, but I guess my point is not to point to me, but to say, for anyone out there, if I can do it, if I can get to where I'm comfortable going live and basically talking to a computer screen, then I think anyone else out there can. Not likely that it'll be day one, day two, and it will depend on who you are and just kind of how you're wired, how long it will take. Some of you, it may not take, it may literally be just natural the first time you do it, but you won't know unless you try. So I would love to ask that you comment. Let me know in the comments or in the chat things that you would like to, over the next now 95 days, maybe have discussed more, whether that's, again, live streaming, whether that's building a YouTube channel, maybe it's understanding more about email marketing. Really, it's completely up to you. You let me know what you would like to talk about, and we'll try to make it a topic that we discuss. So again, with it being Sunday night, the new week ahead, I'll just say I hope everyone has a great week, and we'll be live again for day 6 tomorrow. And until tomorrow, I'll just ask that you please show these videos some love with regards to a like, a share, a comment, subscribe if you're not, if you're not basically subscribed on YouTube. That's where I'm hoping to drive people. We go live on all these platforms because we want to reach everyone that we're connected with, but we would like to ask people to go to YouTube. So if you just go to strammel.info/YouTube, if you're on a laptop, when you do that, you'll be automatically given the opportunity to subscribe. I would like to ask that you subscribe. Turn on notifications if you would. For those that are into video, you're using video on YouTube and that type of thing, and you might happen to have or looking to get a Sony ZV-1. That's the camera that I have. It's a mirrorless, what would be called a point and shoot camera. But when I get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, I'm giving away a wide angle lens. It's the only add-on lens that I'm aware of for the Sony ZV-1. The Sony ZV-1 camera is an amazing camera, up to 4K, 120 frames per second, all the great things, great autofocus and all that, but it's you can't have interchangeable lenses on it. But this wide angle lens, it mounts in a unique way. But I have one that I'm going to be giving away that's about a $70 item. Nothing super big necessarily, but it is one way for us to give back and to show our appreciation for those that are connected with us on YouTube. So I will tell you, I guess, one of the way to get a bonus entry, if you're interested in potentially winning that that lens, if you go to strammel.com, in this case, not .info, but strammel.com/WL1, that's actually the model of the lens, then you can fill out a little quick form. You'll be on my email list, and we'll make sure that you get entered in for that free drawing. Again, we'll be doing that when we hit 1,000. We're at almost 300 now. When I last looked, we're at 297 subscribers on my newest channel, Shane Trammell. Got one that's almost 6,000, but it's really focused on something very, very unique, and I'm trying to have the Shane Trammell YouTube be noticeable for my name, personal brand, all that kind of thing. So that's going to be it for tonight, or this morning, depending on where you might be watching this. If you're watching the replay, thank you for watching it. Let me know where you're watching from. Again, let me know what we could talk about that would be of interest to you. And so, until the next time, have a good one. Bye.